And I hear some loud-ass barking coming from somewhere. I'm sure that's... I don't know. You changed the loading music to Castlevania? It's actually been like that for a while. I had it as, I believe I had it as aquatic ambience from Donkey Kong Country. And, like, the first VOD that I had that for, it immediately got copyright hit. But for some reason, Castlevania music seems to be okay. I guess Konami just doesn't give a shit. I don't know. But it's been Castlevania music for quite a while because it never gets copyright struck. I was just like, this is easier. So welcome to World of Horror. I love this fucking game. As you might notice, just by looking at it, it very much fits my new aesthetic. Even down to the point where if I open up the options menu, geez, this box looks familiar, doesn't it? It's almost like I literally based my entire look off of this, as opposed to just a Macintosh Classic. I'm kidding, of course, they're both based on that. One of the things you can do, which I definitely think is going to run the gambit on what people will like to see and not, is you can actually change the entire color palette of the game. So we're gonna scroll through a couple of those. Like you got like a nice gray, like a film noir, like a tealish color. Got some Tides, got some NXX, Grimoire, Clue, Shiba. Some of them will add additional colors in the background, some won't. Moldy black, Attic. There's a couple kinda black. Old print, deep gold. You kind of just like, you pick your color palette that's gonna work the best with your eyes, I think. Because like for me, I'm light sensitive, so brighter colors actually hurt my eyes more. So I usually go for the darker ones. But there's some that I wanted to point out here, because there's a lot of options. But there's a couple, oh, Blood Dawn looks really good. Samhain, Riverside Incident. There was a couple, this one's just called Backrooms. There's a couple I saw that I'm like, who would pick this? And I wanted to see if I could find it again, because there's a lot. Watercolor, Leatherface, Caution Tape, Cherry Candy, Occultation, Apple Pie Fish, Copper. Where was it? There was like a couple that I was just like, nobody would pick this. Oh, here, okay, we're close to it. It was like this one. It was like, do you want your game to look like a Virtual Boy game? This is the one you pick. This hurts my eyes to look at. All right, what was the one I had before? Oh yeah, Alarm's not much better. Jaguar. I kind of like the splashes of pink and blue. It kind of fits the vibe to me. You can change the scaling. You can turn the full screen on. You can change the extra effects if you want to get more FPS, but I've never had a problem with this game dropping frames. You can actually mod it. This game doesn't have a very big modding community, but there are some mods that exist now, like extra characters and monsters and stuff. There are achievements. Achievements actually unlock things, so it's those kinds of achievements. So if you don't have the achievement yet, it will tell you how to get that achievement. Deal 10 damage with a single kick. Except I saw that, Sparky. I'm sorry. Like, after a while, I'm like, he hasn't said anything in a while. What happened? And I like looked over and it was frozen, and I'm like, oh man, no. I hope you didn't like. I hope you at least got to a save point. But yeah, if you get any of the achievements, it actually unlocks stuff. So like you can get like new allies, you can get new items and weapons, you can unlock new spells, you can unlock new backstories, you can unlock new characters, things like that. So you want to go, like achievements are actually very big in this game because you want to go for all of them. You can see the bestiary, which unfortunately is not a good one in my opinion. I think this could be a bit done better because while you highlight over it, you can get the names just to see like your list, but you can't actually click on them to get more stuff. So you can't like get information about them. I would actually really like to see that. So let's just dive right in. I'm mostly playing this today to show it off to Sam here, who expressed some interest in World of Horror, and I'm like, more people need to play this game, let's go. So, let's do that. I was gonna do more Dave the Diver, but I couldn't get a hold of Jimmy to see if he wanted me to play more, so I'll check for that for tonight. Hi, dear. So, whenever you start the game up, you should always do this one first, if you can. This is basically your tutorial. It picks one of the mysteries, which is the spine-chilling story of School Scissors. Ooh. And it will let you just play through that one storyline without any randomization to it, so you can kind of get used to the combat and the puzzles and how this game handles things. But since I've already played this game a few times before, we're going to do this. If you want to play together, you can put in your own seed. So why don't we do this? Why don't we go... if you want to play along at home, boot up the game and put in the seed... I should have gone the other way. Mike. T. Put the seed in, and you will get the exact same setup that I have. For encounters, anyway. You won't get to pick the same characters and stuff unless you have them unlocked. I do have a good chunk of stuff unlocked in this game because I played a lot of it. Start with the tutorial, but quickly move to whichever mode causes maximum doom once more comfortable. Exactly, yeah. We've got characters with their little voice lines. I really like the splash of blue and pink that this color palette's adding. Fun fact, if you put in Kiryu as the seed on that last screen and then pick this character and walk around in a specific outfit that he has, you have a chance of encountering Majima from the Yakuza series because he is an ex-Yakuza member. And honestly, you cannot tell me they didn't base this character's model off of fucking Kazuma Kiryu. Yeah, it's a rare chance, but there is it adds a percentage chance for one of the encounters to be replaced by Majima attacking you. But you have to do that exact thing to trigger it. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what I want. It is an awesome Easter egg. Increasing doom. Oh yeah, that's right. I like Miku. Miku's a bitch to get though. You have to like trigger a couple of cutscenes with her throughout random events, and then you have to beat her in combat to unlock her. I had to don't worry. I had to use a lot of guides to figure this out. Like I still don't have everything. As you can see, there's a bunch of other blocks. The real bitch of it is oh, actually these are modded characters I added in. I just saw them and I'm like, wait, these characters kind of look like they're from something. Where's the person that I don't... Where is it? This guy! Holy crap, this guy is a bitch to unlock. You need to, first of all, you have to keep re-rolling until you get a very specific mystery. Then you have to beat that mystery to get a small key. Then you have to chill out in the fucking school zone looking repeatedly for a certain event that allows you to use that key, which is all random. And then you have to get a certain outcome of that event while holding, I believe, a special cup. So you have to get that cup as well. I forgot that. It's really specific. This took me, like, so many attempts to get this guy. He was a bitch to get. Yeah, I think I'll do Miku first, and then I might try out the Curse Lady. Or possibly the Eldritch Lady here. I think the key appears in a few spots. I thought the small key specifically for the school was only in the mystery with the dude with the long arms. I could be wrong on that. I'm gonna just do a random timeline so I don't know. Where's my difficulty? Item random, yeah, that's fine. I would rather get character specific perks. Let's see. What backstory do I want? Curious birthmark. Doctor, if it looks fine, please explain to me why it keeps changing shape. Any damage taken in combat can cause a curse. Oh, there is a character that's actually really good on. Lowers maximum damage by 1, drastically lowers maximum stamina and reason. Well, that seems very fun to not use. Knight Errant. Receive a major penalty each time you complete a mystery with the sub-A ending. So yeah, these endings just get, these backstories get harder. All event skill checks fail automatically. That one was a bitch to go through. 7th curse. You start your playthrough with more funds, but you cannot have any human allies. Hunted by the cult. Solving mystery reduces more doom, but you get more unique combat encounters, which is a fun one. I like ones that are balanced like that. I don't remember how to reroll mysteries besides starting the whole game over. It's been a little while since I played this, so I'm not sure. Which one do I want? You know what? Fuck it. We'll just do this. We'll just do random. And then difficulty. We'll start with cultist. Yeah, so there are, and one of them is a Resident Evil 4 reference. I'm sure you can guess what ally you would get if with that as the clue. Somewhere, a group of people gathers, trying to awaken their master. I also am unclear on how to unlock more gods. You're new. I don't remember you. The dog? Yeah. Yeah, you can recruit the dog if you save it from the bear trap. That said, if you fail that skill check, I'm pretty sure it bites you. What's up, Cask? Follow the... Oh, that's right. No, I have played with this guy before. He was introduced with the last patch. I don't know how to get other gods, though. I'm... Like, that's one thing I haven't gotten. Oh, no, I meant the helicopter was recruitable. Oh, the guy... Yeah, that's right. The helicopter pilot was named Mike. I remember commenting on that when I played through Resident Evil 4. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, so this god, I need to follow its commands or I get penalized for it. The nuclear tests in the Pacific region have awakened something evil in the depths of the Marianas Trench. Yogg-Thaig is slowly emerging, ready to once again rule the coastlines. Old God's rule. Follow the commands or suffer its wrath. Backstory, hunting by the cult. Okay. Alright, so you start the game. It tells you a little bit about what you've picked up, especially if you got random. You can take a look at your stats. My stats all suck ass right now because I'm level 1. You can take a look at your items. I have no weapons. Take a look at your spells. I have no spells. I do have the Mayhem perk though. So the higher my Doom count gets, the more I will get more stats. So MIKU starts off with some of the worst stats in the game, but the closer you are to a fail state, because if this hits 100, we instantly die. The closer that basically it's a kind of like a knife edge character. The closer you get to losing, the stronger she becomes. She's very interesting to play as. We have no allies, no town status. Let's go to our home, and then we can change up the loadout. So as the game goes on and you unlock more things, you can actually unlock more areas to add in. You can only have 2 per area per game. So I find for MIKU, I don't usually take the shop. I'll take the occult shop and the police station. MIKU gets weapons. MIKU can use the weapons. Home, we want those 2. School, I don't typically find the library too helpful from MIKU, so I'll take the school nurse for some injury treating. I don't have any of those unlocked. I definitely want the illegal den if I can get it. MIKU, bam! Got the witch's tree, nothing for the mansion, the village yet, and the apartment. I literally, okay, I don't believe this at all. So your apartment, your friendly neighbor enables a mystery and a chance for an ally, except for the fact that this ally will only ever join me if I'm doing the mystery that they're associated with. I've never gotten this fucker to join me without that. Someone has crammed your mailbox full of animal entrails. Gross. Also, someone in 25 has gotten a weird package that's moving around in there. They know. The cult members are on your trail. Back in your home, you think of your next move. You're not currently investigating mystery. Recent newspaper clippings and notes collected in the room. The next room should point you in the right direction. First of all, open this drawer. We get some library notes. The item in here is random. So, I can use this book I picked up to gain a random spell, but I do lose 1 to 2 reason for it. Reason is your mental state, then. What's that? First thing you should do before you play any of these is immediately take a bath. The bath does this. So, after every mystery, you have the opportunity to bathe, and you can choose 1 of 3. Cold water, which gives you an extra point of reason healing. Hot water, which gives you stamina, or since you're at full health when you first start the game, always start with warm water, and you get 5 experience points for it. It's literally free. There's no reason not to do it. And then go to your clothing room. You can change your costumes if you like. Kind of dig the occult tank top, and also click on your little robot friend up here, and he has $1 in him. If you start with no money, like certain characters just don't have any cash to start with, and higher difficulties lowers the amount you start with, this will always have $1 in the start of a new game. It's looking good. That's a nice poster. All right, let's take a look at this. Inexplicable and morbid events have been plaguing your town for some time. You've marked down 5 of them, hoping that there is something connecting them. You tackle these 5 mysteries in any order you want. Beware, your decisions will haunt you and influence yet unsolved mysteries. So, we have, oh yeah, and I also have almost all the endings. This one's a newer mystery that got added in, so I don't have the endings yet. And I've literally only gotten the last ending for this, which is the worst ending. But I don't know how to get that last one for that, and I've gotten both of these before. So, we'll start with something familiar. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. I don't remember which one. Oh, right. Hey, Miranda. You remember the paper guy we've been talking about and make references to the last little while? A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused school restroom after classes. A dare to meet Akamanto. So it's actually really funny. This is the one we're starting with because Miranda and I have been referencing this guy for actually like a couple of days now. And because this is like a big thing, and I believe is it Japanese folklore specifically, or is it like Korean? I'm not fully clear. But the like Akamanto is actually like a folklore kind of, would you call him like a cryptid character? I don't really know, but it's Japanese, okay. Yeah, so Miranda, if you'd like, feel free to post your lore dump on this guy for people who may not know. What was what was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Investigate this mystery. Okay, so here's a couple of things here. First, you always want to follow what this is saying, and keep an eye on down here. This is basically your HUD of like telling you what has happened in the last few turns. This is always telling you kind of like the lore stuff for the story. And this, if you mouse over, so don't pay no mind to the fact that there's an evil face on this right now, on this little box here. That's because of the old god I'm investigating. In every other version, this face doesn't exist. If you're investigating any of the other old gods, it's something else. But anyway, mouse over this and it will tell you what you're supposed to be doing. This is prominent. You have to do these to progress the game. So the man in a red cape, gather gossip about the current mystery. So you check what this says, then you look where the circle is and you go to that area. That's how you make progress. Now, if you don't care about making progress and you want to fuck around, buy items, trigger events, things like that, go to any other areas and then investigate, and you'll do that. You'll also get side objectives as you go through the game. But right now, I am being told I am not allowed to investigate downtown, the mansion, or the hospital, or I get penalized for it. So, I will go to the school. I don't trust this nurse's face. And we are going to investigate. You enter the school bathroom to wash your face with cold water. A sudden noise behind you stops you in your tracks. One of the store dolls has opened on its own. So, in most cases, I'm gonna say nearly all cases, when you're presented with multiple choices, these are based on either stats, and it rolls a skill check against you, kind of like D&D style. Think like when we're playing Baldur's Gate and the little dice roll thing pops up, it's that. Or if you have a very specific item, you will get a new choice. Now, logic would dictate that you would probably want to go with the item picks almost every time if you have them because they'd be rarer to get. That is not always the case. In some cases, the hidden options are actually the worst ones you can pick. So, I don't fully recall what stats these are checking, but all of my stats are low, so at this point, it's a crapshoot anyway. I'm going to... I feel like escaping the bathroom is a dex check. I'm going to close the door. So basically, I'm sitting in the bathroom, I'm washing my face, a door opens, and rather than do anything else, I walk over and I try to close the door. Well, that didn't work. You walk over to the door and try to close it, but something is blocking it. When you look up, you see a pale, ghostly hand holding the door. And now we must get combat. You back off from the toilet as the door slowly opens. A girl in tattered uniform standing there. Her head twists unnaturally as she makes a roaring, rattling noise. A door behind you slams shut. Oh, we're fighting a toilet ghost. So, ghosts are interesting. I was hoping I could get a regular combat before I got to a ghost encounter. But if you see an enemy with this symbol, you actually cannot hurt them with physical violence because it's a ghost. Now, there's a couple of ways to deal with ghosts. One, if you go over to, let's see, which one is it? One of these is like severing its ties to the physical plane. I'm just trying to remember where the hell that is. Okay, yeah. Sever ties to our world. This does 2 damage. It has 16 HP, and it will be hitting me for 1 reason damage every turn it lands a hit. So that's a lot of damage. However, if you you can try to leave an offering, which will deal more damage, and if you know the proper sequences of prayers, vows, and claps, you can also perform that ritual with actions in order, and you can vanquish it a lot easier. However, if I'm not mistaken, in World of Horror, this sequence changes every game. So, I think the only way you would figure it out is, as it says, you'll get a hint, and then you would need to figure it out from there. I've never found a point where going for this is advisable, but To each their own. Maybe you'll play this game and think, oh, I'm fighting a lot of ghosts. I should learn what the trick is for this. And then you'll swear by it. I don't know. I've never tried it. So I'm going to throw money at my problems. And then I'm going to try severing its ties to our world. And can I brace? Well, I ain't dodging. I don't have 40 points for that. Where's the brace for impact one? Actually, you know what? Hold on. We're going to assess the situation first. Then we'll pay it to fuck off, and then we'll poke at it. And then, if you're going to do the same things in combat, once you've locked in your actions here, you have like your max action points and how much you've spent so far. You get this back at the beginning of every turn. You can save if you just want to repeat the same action each time. Load if you've done that previously, so you don't have to manually input your combat selections every single time. So let's launch and see what happens. Okay, so I burned the money. It took 5 damage from that. It sucked some reason out of me, which sucked. And I did do... It had 16 health, so I did 7 damage, which means my severing also worked too. Ghost female, weak against... I don't know. No special abilities. Rumors tell of a female ghost occupying the last stall in the toilet on the 3rd floor. I'm just going to focus on severing it this time. Okay, so it hit me again. And if I land 2 of the 3 hits I'm putting in, I will kill it. Got it. Wait, what's that? I got the corpse dust. So the reason why you want to do combats as much as possible, if you can win them. If you can't, run away. But if you can win them, experience is really big in this game. Yeah, for example, corpse dust gives me 20 extra experience if I want, but I do lose 2 points of luck. You might be wondering, well, you don't have a luck stat. Here's the thing. You absolutely have a luck stat. It's just not shown. It is a hidden stat that is used for some roles that the game will not tell you about. Also, like with just about any item in the game, you can also sell it for $1. Or a yen, I guess. I don't know. All right. So, we did the gossip checking. We reported it to your principal, who promises he will take care of it. With your friend safe for now, you should look into the legend. Maybe records in the city library will make mention of Akamanto. I am not allowed to investigate the school, seaside, or apartments at this point, so I can travel to downtown. I've got $4. I'm gonna go to the occult shop before I do that first. What do you got? Because I could use some stuff. Gruesome Totem is less Doom, but less Max Reason. That could be really good if I wasn't playing this particular character. The Occult Mask could be really handy because it gives me a chance to possibly shake off Reason damage. Equip, +1 stamina, and Reason, or Reason at the beginning of a combat. Oh, that's really good. The downside is it's a cursed item, and I don't remember what that means. Cass, do you remember what a cursed item does? I also might go for the magic one-handed, the blade here. The Ritual Dagger. It's 4 damage, which is stronger than I can hit for right now. Speed is 75, so it's pretty good. Chance to hit could be better, but if you kill an enemy with it, you have a small chance of healing Reason after a fight, which is... I'm never going to turn down free healing. I think I'm going to go for the dagger. Make sure you equip that, because if you don't, I mean, it's just sitting in your inventory, and what good does that do anybody? And let's investigate downtown. God, you hate work, +7% Doom. Wow, that was actually, like, really... Oh, this is a unique event for Miku specifically. Because I was like, wow, I'm in the event. But yeah, no, that's actually... Okay. So I'm at 13% Doom right now. You sure as hell wouldn't be here if you didn't need the money. Putting on a smile and pretending you give a shit makes you want to beat your head against a wall. Your shift's over now, and you really feel like breaking something. Do I break something, pocket some cash, or go back to the investigation? I don't think stealing's going to do me a whole hell of a lot of good. This isn't a character that uses a ton of cash. I will break something, though. In your first steps out the door, you've already torn off your apron. In the next, you stormed into an alley, and in a few more, you've walked up to one of the vending machines. You land a kick into the glass and grin as the shards explode into the air. You can't remember if the city owns it or if the restaurant does, but either way, it makes you happy, and I just healed back up to full. Okay, let me take a look at what Miranda wrote here. You'll hear a disembodied voice ask if you would like red or blue paper. This is a trick question because if you pick either option, the ghost gives you, the ghost will kill you, but in different violent ways. The correct answer is to say no thank you or say nothing from what I can remember. Resolve the event. All right, you write a story about a vengeful samurai known for wearing a crimson red cape. It's an interesting find for sure, but you do need more information. I am supposed to go to the school, but I am also not allowed to investigate the school because of the god telling me not to. So I can either ignore that, or I can go somewhere else for a little bit. I am going to... I'm going to check out the forest for one turn. Literally just to kill time until I'm allowed to go back in. That pair has been following you since morning. You finally managed to lose them, but can't shake the feeling that it's only going to get worse. Take 2 stamina damage. Feck. All right, now I'm allowed to go to school. And before I do anything else, I'm going to go to the schoolyard and ask for gossip. How'd you do in your English exam? He hasn't come back to school since last week. Here we go. This is what you need. So each quest in the game has hidden objectives. Hidden side objectives that you should do, because you can get the true ending of the quest if you have the objectives, the side objectives are done as well. In this case, Akamanto's is asking for gossip until someone tells you this right here, which is basically what Miranda just told us in chat. When Akamanto asks what paper you want, you have to refuse everything. If you don't know this, it doesn't come up as an option when you face him later. You can also ask people to join you if you'd like. You might get people. And it sounds strange, but I believe you. But always check their stats, because some students are really bad and only hurt you. So I'm going to fire this person because they don't help me in any capacity. I'll help you. This one gives me -1 dexterity. Get the fuck out of my team. And some people will just tell you to fuck off. You can also threaten them into joining you, but I have very bad experiences with that not working. You've heard some versions of the legend. Everyone agrees that you cannot take anything the man offers you. All right, so now we need to actually investigate the school proper. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. Is this because I fired 2 people? Well, now I'm cursed. All right, hallucinations, -1 perception. Cool, great. Fantastic. I don't know if there's a way to cure that. All right. One of the article mentions a young doctor who performed life-saving surgery on the victim after a brutal assault. The assault happened at a toilet stall. Maybe he still works at the hospital and can share some information. Am I allowed to investigate the hospital? I am. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary, where doctors determine the causes of death. My options are to pull the cloth off of the table, search the cabinet, or check out the freezer. Well, I'm in a hospital. I want to check that cabinet. Perception check failure. Shit. Well, I only have 2 perceptions. So that's not really shocking. Something flashes in the corner of the dusty drawer. Too late. You realize it's a rusty scalpel blade and you cut yourself badly. Take 2 damage. Shitty. You learn that the doctor suddenly left the hospital after the latest murder, taking all of the records with him. Why would he do that? That's not the only bad news. Your friend didn't come to school today and another body has supposedly been found. Don't investigate the school. But I have to! Alright, well, since I'm already at the hospital, let's go to the doctor's office. Alright, you wait in the patient area, wait patiently in the reception area. You still have some time before you are asked to see him. I'm going to go to the doctor's office. And if you're in the doctor's office, you can do this once per playthrough. Click on this shelf here, and you steal drugs. The emergency department is crowded as a direct result of the weird things happening in town. You're finally asked in the doctor's office, how can I help you today? So if you have actual injuries, you can click on them, and the doctor can cure physical injuries. I cannot cure mental injuries with him, though. So, unfortunately, I was killing time here just to get the drugs that I stole from him. But the drugs are a heal, which is nice. The skull feels like it's observing your every move. I'm just gonna click around his room and see what I can find. But yeah, always click around the areas you're in and see what you can find. You might find things that nobody else has. All right, don't investigate the hospital, forest, or village. That's fine, I have to go back to school. There was a bonsai tree in there. As you enter the school gym, you notice crud. You notice a strange black doll propped up against a wall. I know what this is, and I hate it. Check out the doll. Against your better judgment, you approach the doll, and what you see makes you gasp in horror. This isn't a doll. Your sudden movement causes tiny black spiders to flee, revealing a white half-eaten corpse. Yep, that was a lot of bugs. And I lose 2 reason for that, because I'm going crazy seeing it. The school principal has ordered the school to be closed down for investigation. I can investigate downtown. Something is wrong and you don't see anyone on the street. You could have sworn it was crowded just a minute ago. You'd better hurry out of here. -1 reason. You break through the window to get inside the school unnoticed. The cursed toilet is located on the 3rd floor. Get over there. Don't investigate the apartments, school, or village. But I have to. All right, fine. I'm gonna take a quick break at home. So I should have done this at the beginning, but you can do this at any time. If you have the prepare option unlocked for your home, you can go here, and each character will get something very specific to them. So, you rummage through your belongings, trying to find everything that will help you. You pick up a guitar. Hopefully it will be enough. So the guitar is Miku's personal item. If this is in your inventory, when you rest, you regain more reason, but it also gives you more doom. All right, don't go to the hospital, the mansion, that's fine. Check out the school. A weird bubbling sound lures you to the dark shower room. On the floor, you find a swimsuit thrown over a grotesque leathery coil. Wait, that's not a coil! Oh. Hi. You're creepy. I don't care for you. All right, so I have a weapon. So, I think we're gonna do that. Can I... Oh, preparing takes a lot. Wow. No, all right, we're just gonna go for a double attack. Oh, I missed. I did 6 damage. She threw herself at me, I took 2 damage. All right, so this time we're gonna go and maybe and there we go. Got her. Okay, I only took 2 damage from that fight. That wasn't too bad. Okay. You feel the enemy. Oh, cool. The ritual dagger actually worked. I gained back 1 of the reason points I lost before. All right, when you get a map like this, there's nowhere to go but in. This is the boss fight. There's no turning back now. You step into the last stall and close the door behind you. Investigate the turlet. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Suddenly, squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as an unknown liquid drips onto the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. Slowly, the door opens. A man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? And if you didn't do the extra rumor to find out about the answer, this is not lit up, which means you can only pick one of these. But if you want the actual boss fight, you need to tell him no. I don't want anything from you. It's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes off their mask as the stall walls wither and rot, and reality starts to crumble. Akamanto's true form. He has 32 HP. He does 2 damage against both of my primary stats, and I believe this also adds 2 damage to Doom as well. Nope, no, it's only the 2 stats. Okay, that's good. There are bosses that can inflict your Doom meter as well. And he has 30 power. So basically, this stat defines your chance to hit to attack the enemy successfully. The higher its power, the harder it will be. Currently, your chance to hit is lowered by about 20%, because my power is not super great. He is a threat. Let me check on my Mayhem right now. Okay, so because my Doom is at 28% right now, I have +1 to every stat. So the best I can hope to do currently is to just try to figure out how to kill this thing. So I'm gonna assess the situation. I can't do 2 of those, so I think we'll do Okay, we'll do a prepare and 1 of those, and a prepare and 1 of those. Oh wait, that wasn't a prepare. Oh, that's an attack boost. I see. Well, then maybe I could just do 2 and then... There we go. All right, let's see what happens. He's gonna hit hard. Okay, I hit him for 10 damage in total, and he hit me for 4 across both stats. He's an eldritch creature, which you can tell by the Cthulhu icon. He's weak against magic. I don't have any magic. Relentless. You cannot run from this encounter. The ageless horror awakening once again to sate its hunger. Okay, now that we've analyzed him. Can I do 1 and 1? Okay, I can do that at least. If I can land 2 double hits, I might be able to pull this off. Ah, did I miss one? I got one, but I missed the other one. Akamanto is choking you. Pinky. Fuck, I missed again. Okay, I think my best hope now is to go for double attacks. Oh, I can do a triple attack. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's do this. I missed all 3 attacks. Are you serious? All 3 of my stabs missed him. Well, if he hits me, if I don't kill him this turn, I will die. Oh, barely. Barely. That was the first boss. Although, granted, I chose to fight him first. I didn't remember what quest this was. But I did bring down Akamanto's true form. So, you resolve the combat, and it solves the mystery. When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall, thinking it was all a dream. You stand up only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horrors can indeed be defeated. This is ending A. The reward for resolving this mystery is 30 experience. You get this for finishing any mystery. If you do the side objectives, you also get 15 more experience, which puts you up to 45 in total. It does reduce your doom counter by 3%. You also gain 1 passive healing across both stats, and it advances the days. You've lost the hunting cultists for now, minus 1% doom. And also, I stabbed Akamanto so good with my knife, I healed a reason point. That said, I am extremely hurt right now. We have now gained a level because we have hit 100 experience points, so click on this, and you can pick both a perk and some stats. So, let's see. Adrenaline. Faster combat actions. So, if you do the setup that I do, which is playing with character-specific perk cards, you will always get 2 generic ones that anyone can get, and they will randomize between a pool of them, and 1 specific one that that character can get only. Adrenaline is quite good because it means you can possibly get more attacks and even faster, depending on what weapon you're using. I'm gonna go for Adrenaline. Also, I don't really have much reason to go for a lot of these stats off the top of my head because they will slowly raise over time due to Mayhem. So I'm actually gonna just take 4 points of healing instead. So you can either take a permanent stat buff or a heal at these points. I'm taking that because I could really use it. The Old God stirs. Every day, the Old God that you're facing off against will do 1 more thing, adding to an ongoing list of problems it causes. Today, dangerous bands of rioters are gathering around the downtown area. The police are hopeless. In other words, now there's a chance of fighting rioters whenever you investigate downtown, and I believe that's a pretty hard combat. You can go home. In your mailbox, you find a small key. Let's collect the first key. It adds it up to here. As always, go in here and take a bath. Now, the bath, as I said before, will always give you 1 point of healing across both, but you also get the option of doing cold, hot, or warm water for a various stat. You can either choose to get experience or heal up. I'm going to use it for healing, because 5 experience doesn't really do me the most good unless it's absolutely free. But now we can go in here and pick another mystery. So we did one that I know. Let's do one that I don't know. So, Tragic Tale of the Thaumaturgy Teacher. Show of hands, does anyone out there know what thaumaturgy is? 2B used to be one of the most outstanding classes in school, and she's also a hot robot waifu, at least before their teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school, entrancing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now she stands in front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. Magical objects, if I remember correctly. The children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters and preparing to serve them. Well, this is alarming. Not as alarming as this chick's hand, though. What the fuck is going on here? All right, so I've got a little bit of time, so before we actually start with the mystery, I'm gonna run home and do a rest. Resting costs extra doom, but you can actually heal, and since I have the guitar, I heal extra with reason. So I'm gonna do a quick rest action. It gives 2 on both, but I should get 1 extra point of reason, I believe. So this should go up to 13 once I click this. You can also, the interesting poster I have on my wall. Also weird that my computer here doesn't have a mouse. You take a short nap on your bed. You sit on the couch, read your favorite book, 2 salmon, 2 reason. Time flies by so fast you leave yourself, very yourself to leave into the long investigation. There we go. Yes, so I gain 3 points of reason and 2 points of stamina back when I do that. For 4 Doom, that's actually not too bad. All right, so investigate downtown twice to complete this quest. Okay, this is telling me that to finish the side objective, I need to go to downtown twice. Since it's not telling me I'm not allowed to, I'm going to do that first. So we'll do this right off the bat. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone, or something, tore his throat out. So you can steal his gun, you can check for clues, or you can escape before more people arrive. I'm gonna check him for clues, because I don't fucking value my odds of stealing the gun very easily. They didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape and escape before anyone arrives. I gain 15 experience points. All right, that's 1. I am not allowed to investigate the same things right now, so I can still do 1 more downtown to complete the side objective. Unless it's gonna penalize you too much, I always insist on doing the side objectives. They say the ghost of a heartbroken boy appears on this street at night. Is it just an urban legend, or is there some truth to this tale? I don't have the holy candle items, so my only option is to spend the night here. Strength check is a success. You wait the entire night observing the spot where the supposed ghost would appear, but nothing happens. You're relieved that it's just a rumor, and I heal 1 reason because of that. Climbing a tree, you get a rear view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal are drawn on the blackboard that could help in the future. There we go. So now we have some extra notes, and we don't have to deal with that. Don't blink or suffer its wrath. How do I blink in... Wait, I think I remember this. Hold on. If I click off game and then bring back, does that do it? Okay, hold on. I want to check something, because there was a trick for this I remember before. I just want to see if I'm right. Stop you.
Open options, play to doing variant, text saying that.
Oh, okay. So currently don't blink does nothing. Hello, why is the screen assaulting my eyes? It's Junji Ito, man. That's what he's here for. Following a rumor, you visit the house of the schoolgirl who acted really strange in class. The girl's parents sit crying in the living room and fearfully point you upstairs. All right, well, let's investigate the apartments. Oh! Oh my! A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower when suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. You can try to calm her down, or you can check the bathroom. I am fairly certain trying to calm her down is a charisma check, and I have 4 points of charisma at the moment. So I'm gonna check the bathroom because I think that might be better. It was a knowledge check, which was 5. Okay. You do not enter the bathroom. Instead, you go straight to the building's boiler room. One pipe coming from the ground looks like it was welded to the central system recently. Where does this lead? Gain 5 experience points. And then I guess I just left the bloody woman in the hallway. I don't know. She sits in her bedroom in a blood-stained uniform, a dead rat lying in her hands. Asked why she killed it, she just grins. Well, that's alarming. All right, I'm supposed to investigate apartments, but I am also not allowed to investigate apartments right now. So, since I'm not allowed to do that, why don't we do a heal? I might as well, I gotta kill time. Thaumaturgy generally refers to the act of working wonders or miracles. How often through magical means. Thanks, dear. What the fuck am I looking at? Welcome to World of Horror, sir. All right, let's go back and investigate the apartment and the rat-killing girl. Uh-oh. Telephone sounds and multiple voices are too loud for you to ignore. When you enter the apartment, everything turns silent. Oh! Gross. All right, Gossip Junkie. She is an eldritch creature. She only has the power of 5, so... Wait, my chance to hit is lowered by minus 15. Doesn't that mean I have a plus 15 chance to hit? Because my hit is lowered by a minus number. Double negative. I gotta check this bitch out. All right, I'm gonna get stab this bitch in the face. let's do it. So I have to deal 19 damage. All right, I missed 1 attack, but I hit her with 2. She hits me for 1 reason damage, so she's not that strong. She's weak against fire, no special abilities. She spent her life on the phone, gossiping. It's only natural to continue doing it in death. Because that makes sense. All right, how many attacks can I get in now that I have faster actions? I can now go up to 4 attacks with faster actions. That's really solid. There we go, beat her ass up. 14 experience. Another lead, the former teacher of the class, may prove more useful. Knocking on their door, however, gets you no answers. Just subtle chittering behind the door. I guess we'll investigate the village. Have a look around, see what we see. Oh! Okay. Walking through the village, you're suddenly pulled behind a building. 2 menacing-looking masked figures block your escape. Do you serve the old gods? Provided you have absolutely no follow-up questions, yes. We knew it. The prophecies were true. The masked figures relaxed, taking off their masks. We apologize for this, Master. I gained 2 allies, but also 7% more doom. So now I have allies. So I have Fujiko. Your kick action deals 1 additional damage. Okay. And the Hermit. Oh, I think the Hermit's like one of the ones I earned from an achievement. You don't want to learn the truth? Okay, so if I let them go, I lose 5 points of reason, but I also reduce my doom counter by 10%. So you're going to be valuable in the fact that I can just keep you here for a while, and if this gets too high, I can mitigate it. You are only good if I don't have a weapon, but I'll keep you around for now, because you're not hurting anything. A little boy from school has been attacked by his classmates. Well, I'm not allowed to go check him out at the hospital because I'll get yelled at by God, so... fuck it, let's take on a curse. According to legends, this tree's roots reach towards the grave of a lynched witch. Kneeling a straw doll to this tree will grant you your wish, for a price that is. I can wish for strength, I can wish for knowledge, or I can wish for money. Hit me. Give me a spell. Oh, cool, I have double hallucinations. Though my perception is down by 2. But I do have the Seal of Savesh. I can cast this to give me a permanent boost to strength for 4 reason. Let's fucking go. Bam. All right, am I allowed to go investigate the hospital now? Yes, I am. Oh my God. Maybe we shouldn't have brought him into the hospital. As a part of the therapy, some patients took part in art classes. Some of their work fills you with dread. Well, Rudy, resolve that event. All right, you find him in the hospital covered in bites. Just what was with this whole summoning that he spoke of between sobs? Continue investigating the hospital. You should probably wait outside, pal. You enter the hospital looking for information about a certain patient. The main corridor is dark and strangely empty. You spot a nurse at the registration booth. She's asleep from exhaustion. So I'm almost positive sneaking past her is a dex check. I don't know if letting her sleep is also a dex check. Or I can set the trash can on fire. I mean, my ability is called Mayhem, so... You set the trash can on fire. It causes widespread panic, but it allows you to rummage through the cabinet and find the information you needed. 10 experience points, but the hospital's threat level just got worse. What do I care about that? Smash cut to 5 minutes from now when I get killed in the hospital because I increased the threat level. With no other ideas, you decide to wait outside the school itself. Okay. A tall woman with an unsettling face and twitching lips stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff to my office? Well, I do have 8 strength, miss. Oh, it was a luck check. Well, how was I supposed to do it? That sounded like a strength check to me. The creepy substitute teacher hands you dusty old biology specimens. The rancid smell of formalin. Is that supposed to be formaldehyde? And they just didn't have that? I don't know, it just seems wrong. Almost makes you drop the jar. Should fetuses have so many legs? How many legs is too many legs? You decide. The faint chanting doesn't stop and no one enters or leaves the building. Well, just keep staring aggressively at the school, I guess. You enter the kitchen. Even though it's abandoned and the lights are off, something is cooking in a large pot. You do not like the smell of it. I've already got a weapon. I wouldn't mind finding a first aid kit. Knowledge check successful. You quickly find the first aid kit next to the storage cabinet. You bandage yourself up and leave the kitchen. +2 stamina. Yay! You hear a scream coming from the school. It's time to enter. All right, let's investigate the weird classroom. You sneak in through a window and skulk across the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard. Well, that's inconvenient for both the school and the chalkboard in particular. If you nail a chalkboard, it's basically fucked. Shaking, you approach it. You spot an odd bulge protruding from his stomach. Thank God it wasn't his pants. It writhes against your fingers as you probe it. I don't want to click this button. I feel like if I click this button, something bad gonna happen. Can I just, just poke him? Just draw something on this? Right. All right. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestines leaps out, screeching with joy. Jesus Christ. At least it didn't fucking show up naked. Oh, you only do 1 stamina damage. That's not too bad. I think I could take you. I'm pretty sure I could fucking take you. Let me fucking eyeball this bitch first, though. Wait, what is it? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can have the allies attack, too. But, you know, I have a knife, so I'm better. You know, I really wish I hadn't said that before I missed 3 attacks in a row. Human female, weak against sharp. Wait, she's human. This fully grown person who jumped out of another dude is human. All right, weak against sharp, but I have sharp. I have the knife. Are you sharp? How'd she end up in that teacher's stomach? Asking a real question here. I'm gonna try that one more time. Well, it's not going great, but we are landing hits. There we go, got the bitch. As you near the gym hall, the chanting... Oh, that wasn't the boss. That was just a fight. I thought that was like the final encounter for it. The chanting and rhythmic drums grow loud. What was that? What was that? Stop that. I don't like that. Don't do that. Stop it! Threatening to intoxicate you. You creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathering around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. From within, the bellowing of the beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands in front, covered in purple robe, her true form revealed. Is she Sailor Moon? Oh, God! Okay, how do I fight a school? This is in America. I don't have a gun. How do I take out a school? Also, am I crazy, or does this look like something? Something that I probably shouldn't show. It has 80 power. I have a 60% chance to miss this thing. 41 health, and every time it hits me, it does 2% more to this. Yikes. What do we have access to? Anything good? Anything useful? Attack the teacher. Maybe you defeat them, the horror will end. Oh, I can't even hurt it. I physically can't hurt this thing. It's too massive. That's what I'm looking for, Neon. I'm checking right now. Let's first investigate it. No, it looks like it's just stabbing the teacher. But that's the thing, is I did the bonus actions, and it told me about symbols that were drawn on the chalkboard. But, like, I didn't get an item for that, so I'm wondering if maybe it's just something I'm supposed to know? Like, is there anything else I can click on? Like maybe I could close the portal manually? I don't know. What do you mean I can't run from it? It's a building! Well, I mean, I probably should just fucking do that. School looks like something else and I can't unsee it. Yeah, I was thinking that too. If you can't run from a gazebo, why would you be able to run from a school? Who says I can't run from a gazebo? I could probably take a gazebo. Uh-oh. Okay, no special skill. The school building has become a portal to an unknown place. Close it before it's too late. All right, that wasn't really all that helpful. I guess I'll stab the teacher because I'm not sure. The portal is growing bigger. Do I get another action? Fuck it, stab the teacher. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can do two. There we go. Stab the teacher. Stabbing the teacher. The school's shaking. How's my mayhem doing? I have +2 to all stats now. Neat. Just want to double check, make sure there's no new moves popping up. Nope. I'm honestly wondering if I'm supposed to stall this out until something happens. But like, it's kind of kicking the shit out of me. Keep stabbing? All right, Arcanal. I will keep stabbing. This teacher's really got a lot of... I'm very badly bleeding. This teacher's got a lot of health. I've stabbed this bitch 4 times. Chance of losing 1 stamina. I'm gonna have to get rid of that. That's a problem. Anything? No? The same thing? Stab that teacher again? All right. Bitch, die! Oh, I got her. I've killed the school. With her dying scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. The confused children lie on the ground, crying. Thanks to you, however, they're safe. The tragic tale of the thaumaturgy teacher ending A. Yeah, no, that was like 60 damage, I think I dealt with the knife. It's 45 experience, -3% doom. That doesn't really undo all the hits I took. And time passes by 1 day. Do I have enough HP? Yeah, I better have enough to fucking level up. All right, looting. Gain 1 funds for each defeated enemy. That's actually not super useful to me right now. Maybe if you get that first. Dex +1, and it gives me the quick thinking perk. Or leadership is charisma +1. I'm gonna take the Dex. And I'm actually not too bad off on these. I could really use some way to lower this a little bit, but it is also helping my mayhem stats, so let's just try to get rid of some of these hallucinations by buffing perception a little bit more. All right, what do you want now, God? The whole town stopped receiving outside signal. It must be the radio mass failure. All right. I don't think that really does too much. It does cut you off from recruiting one particular character if you don't have them yet. Because you need to watch the news each day until you get a report specifically for a character, but I already have them. I found another key. Yeah, so if you already have, you could watch TV, but right now there's no signal. There's a fucking phone number I can dial that gives me an achievement, but I don't remember what it is. Legitimately cannot recall what it is. All right, we're not doing too bad, so I think I'm gonna use this for experience. And then we're probably gonna go right to the hospital and cure that as fast as possible. Wait, am I not able to dial? I thought I could dial the phone. Oh, maybe I can't now that the signal's gone. Maybe that's what it is. Sorry, I kept clicking off screen there. Yeah, all right, mystery time. I should probably start leaving stuff behind. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna eat this. There, I lost a bit of luck, but that's fine. I'm at 75 experience, I'm almost leveled up again. All right, so there's the far-out fable of a fear festival. There's the sorrowful saga of moonlight sailors. And there's the perilous parable of a peculiar painting. So I've gotten most of the endings for this one. All of the endings for this one. And I think I've done this exactly 1 time. So I say we go to the Fear Festival. The far-out fable of a fear festival. Oh, grave dirt, what to do with this? I know, I'll eat it! Hey, I stabbed that ghost to death, man, with spiritual pressure and stuff. I deserve to eat that. Your aunt sent you to a letter inviting you to a curious-sounding festival. It's held once every 27 years in a small village. I feel like that is the most suspicious thing of all. You don't like the sound of it, but your parents both agree you need a break from all the stress. Yeah, sending me away when I have 52% doom is probably not the best call. Inside the letter, there's a bus ticket. What's the worst thing that... What could possibly go wrong? Bubsy3D. Can your nostrils become haunted? I think I snorted the corpse dust. Oh, I did. I did snort the corpse dust. That's why. You ask yourself as you board the bus. Today's goal, explore the weird village. Just when you thought your stomach couldn't handle it anymore, the janky old bus stops at its destination. You get up to take a deep breath before looking around. It's a small... I just realized I can't heal my fucking wound because I'm not in the area anymore. Shit. I should have done a different quest. It's a small village, and nearby fields are surrounded by a thick forest. That forest is very thick. Yeah, is someone waiting for me? A fat man wearing dusty overalls approaches you. It's the inn owner who promised to pick you up. Following close behind him, your eyes are drawn to his hands, which are deformed, so deformed they resemble claws more than hands. Well, you know, I'm not gonna judge. I just got here, maybe it's their way. Your group has arrived in the village and is currently unpacking at the inn, giving you some time to explore. The festival begins in the evening. As you progress this mystery, choose actions that will advance the clock. As you learn about the terrible secrets of this village, more actions will unlock. Was that meant to rhyme? Explore the weird village. Oh, I can check out the inn for a free action. Let's do that. The inn's room is dusty. The inn's room is dusty like you haven't seen any visitors in years. You wonder if anyone's cleaned it since the last festival 27 years ago. There's a folder of available activities lying on the table. Oh yeah, well what if I do this? I could check out that painting if I click on the painting. Nothing in the drawers. Check out that painting. You freeze in terror as something on the painting moves. There's a hole in it. Are you being spied on from the nearby room? I just lost 2 reasons for that. Well, let's go check out the staff-only area. Worried and furious about the hole in the wall, you enter the inn from the back, trying to find the room that connects with yours. Thinking you finally found it, you enter. And scream! Oh! Well then. He must have seen too much. Well, let's check this bitch out. And then I'm getting my knife. Alright. Human male who's weak against blunt. I don't have a baseball bat handy. He must have seen too much. Watanabe-san inherited the inn a few years ago and is spying on guests until the fateful day when he saw it. Look, I didn't like that movie that much either, but there's no reason to go apeshit over it, alright? Can I do 1 and 1? No. I can do 2. Got him. Wait, what's that? Oh, I got a Karu Kosa mask. What does that do? Faster spiritual actions. I mean, I guess I'm not wearing anything right now, so why not? Today's goal, learn more about the festival itself. A weird sound wakes you up. You step well, I mean, I just murdered the innkeeper, so. You step closer to the window and look out. You can't see anything and get ready to go back to bed when suddenly the moon comes from behind the thick clouds. 3 hooded figures are standing at the forest edge. One by one, they light their torches and disappear behind the trees. What was that about? I don't know. Who are they? They all wore strange masks. Should you follow them to the forest or try to find more information about the festival? Well, I'm wearing a strange mask, but let's check out the festival first. Oh, right, I brought people with me. As you walk through the village, crops waver in the breeze, following your every movement. Why did I lose 2 reason for that? That seems pretty fucking normal. The weird sounds coming from the forest keep you up at night. What could it all mean? That's a very good question. Let's enjoy the festival. There's still some time before the festival starts. The locals are seemingly busy setting up stands and decorating the place. A few stands are already open, but you can't shake the feeling something's off. It's getting late. Can I buy a souvenir? The happy coat. It's +1 luck. Lucky earrings, it's +2 luck. The bottle of milk, it's +1 stamina. Or the map. Well, I'm broke, so I would have to sell something. I can sell the library card. Or the library notes to get a bit of money. I don't really want to wait and restock because my doom's already pretty high up. I'll buy the happy coat. Yeah. All right, something is watching. All right, fine, we'll go fucking investigate the goddamn forest. Jesus Christ. Hearing some rustling behind a bush, you decide to hide behind a tree. There, you spot 3 men, each armed with a rifle. They're obviously looking for something or someone. I don't run from no bitches. Oh, it's a charisma check failure. Well, that's great. You walk from behind a tree and wave. Suddenly you hear a bang and feel an impact on your shoulder, which quickly turns into intense pain. Damn, that's not him. You hear the scream of one of the men before everything gets dark. When you open your eyes, you find yourself next to a road leading to the forest. Your wound is bandaged, but you fear it's not enough. When taking stamina damage in combat, replaced hasty aid with a new random injury. Cool. I really need to go to the hospital. Today's goal. I don't know. Going back to the inn, you just overhear 2 masked villagers. They're talking about something awakening at the next dawn. Wonder what's up with that? I don't know. I don't think it's safe here. You decide to block the entrance to your room with a nightstand. The festival's ending tomorrow and you can't be too careful. Didn't I come here to see a relative? Villagers seem to follow your every step. Let's check out the room. I think the onsen sounds good. The hot spring feels great. Finally, you can relax a bit and enjoy the warm water. Plus 2 stamina. Weird sounds coming from the forest keep you up at night. What could it all mean? I don't know. Let's go back in the forest and take a look. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. We only got shot last time we were here. The dog! It's the dog! Oh, please let me... Please, if nothing else, let me succeed in this one action. I want to get the dog. In the forest, you hear faint whimpering in the distance. When you find it, you discover a wild dog caught by its hind legs in a bear trap. The dog growls menacingly when you get closer. No! Oh, I wanted the dog! I'm even wearing the lucky happy coat. You free the dog, but the rusty mechanism snaps and the trap closes on your hand. Oh, I wanted the pupper! Why is it so quiet all of a sudden? Oh, my chaos has raised all my stats again. We have +3s? We have +3 to all stats now. Oh! Well, this festival went to shit, didn't it? Is that blood? Where is everybody? Today's goal, find the missing people. A trail of blood and sickly smelling sludge leads to the outskirts of the village. Somewhere in the dark forest there's an answer waiting for you. Okay, well, clicking that didn't do anything. 4 actions until sunrise. Are you walking in circles? The festival either went really bad or really well. Well, we may as well look around the forest. Oh, right, this guy. Okay, all right, so this guy's a special event. If at any point you have 0 funds, this guy can now appear. He'll take the place of a different event. He can appear in any location, and what you'll do is he basically is the failsafe to make sure you have some kind of cash on you if you don't have any, but it always has a cost. You can give him stamina, reason, or add to your doom counter and he gives you $2. So it's basically like pick your poison because you're taking damage here somewhere. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Our company fortunately specializes in cases like yours, and will gladly help you get back on track. After all, he takes a step closer and you could swear there's a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. Yeah, take my fondest memory. -3 reason, 2 funds. I did that because I have the knife that sometimes heals my reason, whereas I don't have a quick fix for this besides the one-time painkillers. Everything suddenly gets dark. You feel sad, but you can't even tell why. In your pocket, you find an envelope with cash inside. Hold that thought. I gotta level up. Shit, none of these are anything that I really care about right this second. I guess we'll take the luck and a reason heal just to get back up to 10. You start to recognize some paths and rocks you've seen earlier. You know you've been in the forest too long when the rocks are looking familiar. You have a feeling that you're being watched, and when you hear a branch snapping, you quickly turn around. There is someone standing in the trees just a few meters away. Fucking confront them. I ain't no bitch. It's just a creepy scarecrow. Relieved, you decide to leave the area just in case. 5 experience is 5 experience. Into the forest, into the forest. That's a weird sound. While wandering through the woods, you discover strange carvings on one of the trees. By the look of them, they were made recently. Could they be connected with the current mystery? This is gonna be a knowledge check, isn't it? Yeah, it was. You can't tell what the strange symbols mean. Wandering aimlessly in this forest, it will take some time before you pick up the trail again. +2 doom. An abandoned factory. This must be the place they took everyone. Whoa! Hi? While exploring the factory, you're caught by masked people you've seen from the inn's window. After tying you up, they bring you to the cult leader. We knew you'd come. You hear a raspy voice. Your aunt's voice coming from behind the priest's weird mask. She signals towards the door behind her. Our master is waiting for a final blood sacrifice. Oh. Can we do a rain check on that? I'd really rather not. Oh, God. You know, I don't exactly know how I'm gonna fight this, but someone's gonna have to fight this. Summoning ritual must be stopped at all cost. The nameless horror, it is awake and hungry. All right, what do we got? We can bail. We can attack the master cultist. That's the only options we've got here. It looks like yes. All right, well, first of all, let's investigate that bitch. And then second, I guess we attack the master cultist. It's like so close too. How much does it take? 70? It's so close. There we go. Ow! It stabbed him with a knife. I'm pretty sure it's raising my doom, not killing me. Alright. Awake and hungry, no special skill. The terrifying Ahm-Hamet, summoned by the cult, may cause the death of millions. Well, then we should probably do something about that, shouldn't we? Wait, I ran? I didn't run, I stabbed them. I'm very confused. Everything happens in an instant. The chanting cultist suddenly falls to the ground as everything around you starts to shake and crumble. Many members of the cult die, crushed by the concrete debris. You're lucky to avoid their fate and escape the factory building. You board the old bus, still clutching the hood of the chanting cultist, wondering what exactly happened up there. Let's see, knowledge is key, so we gain 45 experience, -3 doom, and heal a little bit. And we found a spiral hood. You know what? I'm wearing that, because I might as well. My perception's already shit as it is. Routes leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Oh, good. Investigating certain areas costs even more doom. We have 2 mysteries to go still. Wait, I'm wearing a hood and a mask right now. All right, let's try out the perilous parable of the peculiar painting. A damp-looking letter addressed to you arrived this morning. Mamiya Achiro, a famous painter you were once a huge fan of, has replied to a message you sent him last summer. He thanked you for the letter and invited you to his mansion. You're going to witness the creation of his true masterpiece he wrote. How could you decline? Oh, well, I picked another one that doesn't have the hospital in it, so yippee. You finally arrived at the mansion's gates. You're afraid you will never be able to remove the lingering musty smell of wetlands from your clothes. Now, where is everyone? Asking the real questions here. There's a local legend about a heartbroken seamstress. One stormy night, she broke into the local inn and stitched the unsuspecting guests together, her final gruesome artwork. Well, that's just a legend, right? Oh, yeah, totally. Totally. That's a legend. Let's go through her stuff. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not okay. I'm scared. That actually scared me. I found you at last. So I guess I didn't get anything for that. I guess we'll continue our search. Walking through the empty mansion, you can hear something rustling in the bushes behind the building. I'm gonna investigate the mansion one more time. You feel watched. Run away. You retreat from the room. Alright, I guess I'll fucking go to the forest. Hello. Emi is here. I don't know who Emi is. I'm not sure if I'd visit my artist friend in this situation. Kinda saving the world. Emi, thanks for staying with me. I don't know who you are. I don't remember. Do I have you in my party? I do not. You hear the faint sound of a telephone line pole. The moment you notice giant hairy balls underneath it. What the fuck did I just read? They start to twitch and rise. Oh God! What is a Tataroo? What is it? What is a Tataroo? What is that? And why does everything in this fucking game have to do this damage to me right now? I know it's helping me, but it's also getting me kind of nervous. Well, I have to know what it is. I don't like it. Tataroo, weak against fire. Tattle, no special skill. Parasitic monsters who connect to random people through telephone lines, using tales of idle gossip to lure these victims to a remote spot to be ambushed and eaten. God, it's sad that that would actually still work on people these days. Gotcha, bitch. Well, I've killed a Tataroo. Let's go to the... You hear the sound of glass breaking somewhere in the mansion. Let's go to the painting room. Move the cursor to look around the room. Okay. What am I trying to... Where am I trying to drag this? I looked it up. I know the origin of the monster folklore-wise. All right. Hit me. Oh, I clicked off screen. Sorry. Press your head to against the locked door, trying to see anything through the keyhole. It's so dark you can barely make out any of the shapes inside. Yeah, I can't really see anything. You find a heavy tome wrapped in a moth-eaten black velvet in an old locked cabinet. When you remove the book's wrappings, you recoil in disgust. It's bound in human flesh. I found the Necronomicon! Translation of the English word tattle, and the creature is based on a tactile. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna burn it. You never know what's inside the hideous book, but that's a good thing. Minus 3% doom. I'll take that. There are countless paintings hung on the walls of this mansion. All of them show alien landscapes and weird humanoids dancing around in circles. You don't recognize any of them, but the technique used is unmistakable. A Chiro-san painted these. Let's fucking check out the workshed. Some distance to the main building, there's an old workshed. Even though the surroundings are now overgrown, in its heyday, it must have been used to store the gardening equipment. Inside it's really dark and you don't have the time to search this place closely. Well, let's grab a flashlight then. You find a toolkit by the door. A flashlight seems like the best choice, but a sudden crash coming from the mansion distracts you from further investigation. Alright. I'm gonna equip that flashlight. I think I'm gonna sell this mask. And, alright. There are countless paintings. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, we have a flashlight. Let's go back to the painting studio now that I have a flashlight. Oh, never mind. That doesn't work. Okay. I don't know where my friend went. They disappeared. The whole building begins to shake as you enter the room. Suddenly, a stone pillar bursts through the floor where you stood just seconds ago. Noticing the arcane symbols painting on the stone, you take a step closer. I got 7 knowledge, but you know what? No balls. Touch it. Dexterity check success. When your fingers touch the stone, the symbols disappear. That's a good thing, right? It's not a terrible thing. I'll take the win. Finally, you find a key in one of the desk drawers. You head towards the private rooms, hoping to find the painter himself. Countless spoons fly out of the cupboard and the ghastly figure materializes in the middle of the room. The Rumu... I thought that said the Rum Ghost. The Rumu Ghost! And it's another ghost, which means I don't have any way of actually stabbing it to death. I'm gonna have to just yell at it a lot. Let's do that, and then we'll sever its tie if I can. Or is it spiritual? Yeah. I've got a bit of money, so we'll do some damage with that. Oh, next turn, I guess. Oh, really? I can't do both? I can't, like, fucking check this bitch out and then... Alright, fuck it. Well, we're gonna stab this bitch then. Oh god, what happened now? I've got a mangled hand. Oh god, my hand is mangled. Attacking in combat deals 1 stamina damage to yourself. That's a problem. I don't like it. Ghost female, weak against, we don't know. Cheap, no special skill. An actor who died in a tragic spoon accident. You know, it's probably better they don't tell us that, like what that is. No matter what I do, it's going to take 2 turns. So I'm taking the damage regardless. Oh, shit! Every visible surface of the room you enter is covered in obscene paintings and grotesque monster faces. In the middle of the room, you spot a Chiro-san repeatedly stabbing Emi and splattering her blood all over an empty canvas. Well, now we know where Emi went. Chiro-san smiles when he notices you. Ah, my biggest fan. I can't let you know my secret. Oh, for fuck, come on! Oh, hold on, I'm gonna level up before I fight you. Pickpocket. Higher chance of finding items after combat. Extra knowledge, extra perception. That, and probably that. Mad Painter slowly takes off his dark glasses. I maybe should have used stamina instead of that, now that I'm looking at it, because he's gonna fuck my day up. Hold on, I gotta take some drugs. Alright. You know what? Allies, go get him. Let me investigate this bitch, and then allies, go get him. Oh, he's weak to this weapon. That'd be great if I wasn't about to fucking die. He slashes at you. I'm the greatest painter to live. Yeah, not only am I killing him, I'm killing myself now. Alright, human male, weak against magic. Chiro-san has found a way to connect us with other dimensions using his canvases and portals. Again, would be really great if I wasn't about to die. I gotta try him. Maybe I'll dodge. I did dodge the attack. Wow, I'm actually stunned. I'm gonna do a double dodge action and hope for the best. Oh my god, I am fucking living on the edge. Alright, go for it. If we land the hit, we kill him. Yeah! I should not have won that. There's no way I should have won that. I should have been dead. As you rush to save Emi, you notice something terrifying. All the grotesque painted monsters begin to leave their canvases. You can't do anything but stare as they grab both corpses and begin devouring them. Last-ditch attempt, you knock over a lamp and set the room on fire. Chiro-san's greatest creations must never live to see the light of day. I did not get the bonus experience, so I don't know what that was. Well, that could have fucking gone better. Arcane Storm. Local scientists are baffled. An unprecedented aurora-like event has bathed the entire town in a natural green glow. It's okay, I don't cast spells. That's like the best thing that could have happened. Alright, we need to take a bath. I'm very, very hurt. Alright, I think we're going to the hospital first thing here. Thankfully, I know this one actually allows me to do that. Sorrowful saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged truly something awful from the belly of the ocean. A dark writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away for a week, adoring it, not to be seen until one moonlit night when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away. A single lantern swinging at the helm and the captivated fisherman singing eerily to his catch. Now more and more fishermen have begun to find vile ooze in their nets, and one by one they're disappearing. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. Don't investigate the hospital! Well, okay, it's not. I'm not investigating. I'm going to see a doctor. Please heal me. My hand is very, very hurt. What does that cost? Okay, I can get this. So we'll sell that, and then we'll fix that, and then we have blood loss, minus 10% maximum stamina. I'll deal with that. I'd rather have that than be continuously injured. We are at 75% doom, and I need to heal a little bit more before we do this. So, discard 2 item cards to complete this quest. I would need another item card to complete that. I'm gonna rest real quick, and then if I find another item, maybe I'll drop the guitar to get that, but that's the best I can do. Don't investigate downtown. Fuck's sakes! What the fuck am I supposed to do now? I guess we heal one more. Alright, there we go. Well, we are pushing. I got 16 per... Oh, crud. Suddenly, an empty bottle smashes on the wall behind you. You cover yourself from the glass fragments and notice, is this the riot? Yep, it's the riot. So this event is actually where you fight Miku. If you don't have Miku, this rioter is her. So keep that in mind. Also, yikes, that's actually a fair bit of damage. Oh, I dodged it. Okay, cool. Die, bitch. I found a switchblade. Is that better? No, it's a perception weapon. That's actually much worse for me. So we're gonna... Oh, wait, I can drop that, so I can get the bonus. Although you braved the stench for hours, you glean nothing besides the fact that the fisherman had away. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. Maybe I should, but first, let me discard that and that. You couldn't find the nets and hooks prepared for the big hunt. What you did find was a huge bonfire in the middle of the beach. You take a burning branch with you to light your way. It is a weapon, but it's a perception weapon, and it counts as a light source. I'll just keep it with me. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna equip it. I know the ritual dagger is actually better for me because it's a knowledge weapon and my knowledge is much higher. However, they gave me this for a reason. I might need to have this equipped to do something with it. Miku is also not to be trifled with. True alien. All right, let's investigate. Oh, we're on the clock, guys. We're so close. When you enter a metro car, you notice an oddly shaped package on the seat next to you. It's marked with your name. You reach for the package but hesitate, an icy feeling settling into the pit of your stomach. I think this is a dex check if I examine it. It was. As soon as you pick up the package, you realize what you're holding and drop it in horror. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box? Tell me what's in the fucking box! Okay. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. And awe? Oh, if I go to the mansion, he's gonna get mad at me. I can't, but what am I supposed to do? I'm running low on time. But if I go in here, he's gonna be angry at me. Hey, you wanna come with? Of course you're fucking busy. When are you goddamn not? Okay, don't blink or suffer its wrath. All right, quick, get to the mansion before it changes its mind again. In the mirror, you catch a glimpse of something that shouldn't be there. 2%. No, don't. No, none of those. Please, none of those events. I don't have the doom to spare right now. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. Wait, don't I have an ally I can kick out for something? The hermit. Yes, I can get 10% doom with this. Okay, you're fucking fired. I'll take the damage. That buys me more time. I knew that hermit was gonna be good for something. It looks like one of the previous owners of this mansion liked to read. Dusty tomes reach the ceiling. You don't have much time, but maybe you could spare a minute to look through the books. I really don't have time for this. Proceed to the next room. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around, hoping to spot one of them. Okay. Pretty sure the one time your neighbor isn't busy is the very... Yeah, that's the only time I've ever gotten them to join me, so I do agree. The ocean is hungry. You're stopped by a person with a knife. They look incredibly sad. It wants me, but I'm afraid too much of a coward to do it myself. Can you help me? Charisma, I'm guessing. I don't know, and I don't have the fast hands perk, so talk him out of it. Charisma check success. Hey, I got another ritual dagger. Can I dual wield them? For a long conversation, they hand you the knife and thank you. Neat. The young man has a glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. Creepy. Can't shake that. Stop giving me these. I would already be dead if I hadn't fucking fired the hermit. After a slow interrogation, the young man managed to stutter out something about organizing a fishing trip. All right. Walking on the beach, you spot a weirdly colored rock. It seems to be covered with some kind of black algae. Getting closer, you realize it's not a rock. It's a drowner sponge! Creepy. I don't care for it. Is there any chance you're weak against fire? You don't have time to change equipment. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. How much damage do I deal with this? It's 4 damage. I think it's probably better if I do that, just to afford myself a chance. There we go. It's probably my best bet. Oh, it is weak against fire. Alright, it's beating the fuck out of me right now, but this is helping. Wait, hold on. Can I get 3 attacks in? Yes, if I land all 3 of these, I win before he hits me again. Let's go! Alright, level up. Doomed already. Regain 1 reason for all failed skill check events. I mean, that probably would have been fine if I would have gotten it long before... Yeah, fuck it, I'll take it anyway. I'll take it anyway. Slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. Yeah, I'd say I have a pretty good reason to do that. Alright, the full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. Possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. You cannot make out the figures on board. Oh, God, I knew I was gonna need this torch. I knew there was a reason why it gave me that. The whole section of the beach is black with ooze, slowly engulfing the bodies of the missing sailors. Right in the middle of it stands a lone figure. When he spots you, the ooze stops undulating for a second before rapidly moving towards you, leaving the half-eaten corpses behind. All right, so now that I have that, can I throw the torch without having it equipped? I can. You throw the torch towards the figure and the ooze instantly ignites, quickly turning the whole beach into a burning nightmare, devouring both the black substance and the corpses. The noxious fumes force you to retreat. Take that, bitch! It was definitely a close call. Too close for your liking. I think this is a new ending. I don't think I ever saw that one. You are sure the newspapers will report on the goo! Soon to dry up and look to be like volcanic ash by tomorrow. Tonight, however, all you're thinking about is a hot bath. 45 experience, minus 3 doom, and 1 more day. Alright, God, what's your fucking problem this time? You know what? That would actually be really bad if that had been 1 day sooner, because I definitely would have gotten that. The water level suddenly increase, or is our city slowly sinking? Who knows, but I have all the keys now. So we are in a very good spot. But first, he's bath time. I don't think I'll get another level, but just in case. Oh, that's weird. I actually keep the torch. So we've gotten all the mysteries. All that's left is this. And we're going to the lighthouse. The ominous lighthouse has been closed down for longer than you can remember. Multiple padlocks are preventing you from entering the building. You will need 5 keys. I'm amazed the bathtub didn't get fucked over by the water, but I'm not gonna complain. It helped so much. Open A, open B, open C, open D, open E. Enter the lighthouse. You find them inside the cursed lighthouse. Hope you have a flashlight. I'm not kidding. You almost always... I'm actually pretty sure every single time you need at least 1 light source to skip one of the events that's in here. Otherwise, you have to skill check it. So having a flashlight or like a torch or something is really helpful. Your gut is telling you 2 things, that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and as fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing these stairs. Is my doom any higher? Am I at +4 yet? I am at +4. Sweet. Let's go. Oh yeah, I still have you with me. Following the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. A cable should be powering it is currently disconnected. The power box itself is covered in a weird moist goo! Just inhaling the fumes makes your eyes itch and water, but to power the gate, you'll need to disconnect a faulty plug. Alright. Strength check successful. Weird goo burns your fingers, but you quickly manage to separate the faulty plug and connect with the proper cable. With a buzz, the gate opens. Not bad for somebody who's fucking hallucinating big time. From the winding staircase, you find a metal gate that blocks your way. It's locked, but you notice an electrical cable. It seems to connect the door to a hole inside the central pillar. There's a switch inside, and you'll have to risk getting cut by numerous glass shards and knives. Hey, Fujiko, you want to do this? Alright, whatever. You manage to locate the door switch while avoiding the knives and glass shards. With a buzz, the gate opens. Is it possible? Am I going to get a level up from this? Climbing up the winding staircase, you are stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo. He says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. This is the motherfucker. He will only appear here if you've ever had to interact with him. So that one time that I gave him a memory for money is what prompted this. If I had never gotten broke, I would have been fine. Kakashi-san. All right, well, I need to make sure I'm dodging his attacks or he's going to fuck my life up. Because he does doom damage. Okay. That's it. I think I'm at the point now where I'm probably too strong for him to stop. Yeah, I beat him. Out of my fucking way, Takahashi. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a metal gate. A tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Who designed this fucking place? Knowledge check passed. About to grab the rods when you notice the dials and buttons. You toy with them for a bit before adjusting both the voltage and current, so it's safe for you to grab them. With a buzz, the gate opens. And I did actually manage to level up one more time. Fuck it. Art knowledge, I guess. And... yeah, luck. I don't know. I can't believe I actually managed to get there. That is something straight out of Saw. Finding the one... Here we go. So, this is the time. If you don't have a light source by this point, this is where you're going to have a bit of a problem. Finding the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you on the inside of it. I'll light my way. Light source seems to somehow repel the darkness, so you continue to climb to safety. All right. So, for the record... If I hadn't fired the Hermit, we actually still would have made this. We would have been at 97% doom. We would have made it to the top. The dark clouds swirl around the lighthouse. Did you arrive too late? Nah. Victory is mine! Yay. As the unnatural fog slowly lifts and you were relieved and you collapse on the floor. Whoa, that's a new ending picture. Usually, oh, that's right, because normally if you play as one of the 5 standard characters, you get their ending picture. I've never beaten it as Miku, so we get this fucking fan service. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. The next day, everything feels like a bad dream. You've managed to stop the ritual awakening of the Eldritch Old God, but what's done is done. It will stir in its slumber again and again, until the stars are right once more. Congratulations, you are safe. For now. We have earned 1 new achievement. I don't know what that achievement is. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to guess by looking at what I have and trying to remember. Okay, incoming doom. I don't know what this means. I'm unclear on what this is. That took me an hour and a half. That checks out. You managed to solve all 5 mysteries. You got 1 new event. You encountered 14 new enemies. And I beat the shit out of Takashi-san because fuck him in particular. Level 7. Yeah, it's not bad. All right, so we got 1 new achievement. What is that achievement, I wonder? Let's see if I can figure out what it is, just based on what I remember I have. Win your 6th playthrough? No, I think I had that already. Is there one for beating it with the newest god? Maybe that's what it would be, because I never beat that one before. No. Oh, maybe. That'd be interesting. Can't be any of these because I didn't unlock 2 achievements at the same time. Nope. I still don't have the ill-fated one finished yet, so that's not it. Okay, I'm very curious how you do that. Are handcuffs an option? That would be great. I don't know how to do that one. I'd have to probably have a guide for that. Burn down the school building. I did burn down a building, but it wasn't the school. Maybe this? Maybe? No, I didn't, because I had 83, not 93. Or not, sorry, I had 87, not 97. So that couldn't have been it. That I already had, because I even had the Hermit during that one. Maybe this one. Maybe I unlocked the fuel. Is Miku the 7th character? Because if Miku's the 7th character, then it's this one. Yeah, Survivor sounds right. Okay. Break the blade. Get a playthrough without resting. Okay, so this one I got by accident. I didn't know you could rest in my first playthrough of this. I found that out later. I should have gone for this. I don't know how to do this, though. Because I don't ever see the option. Like, I had the Ritual Dagger the whole time, but I've never seen the option to sacrifice an ally while I have it. Yeah, I've done a lot. This drove me fucking crazy. Like I said, getting the priest was such a bitch to do. It was so many resets before I finally got it. You know what the classy ritual involves? Which one was that? Where was that? There it is. How do you do that? I'm kind of curious. When the hell did I pick up 30 cigarettes? I don't, like, I must have had to go for this specifically, but I don't fucking remember doing this. In my opinion, the most hilarious event, unless you're the one playing, it is the spider bite because your character keeps falling for it. I think my favorite event is unlocking Goro Majima from Yakuza by playing as Haru, I think his name is. That's my favorite one. But you have to very specifically go for that, otherwise it doesn't happen. As Miku, take a hostage wearing the Tokyo outfit. How? When was this an option? I mean, I guess I wasn't wearing the Tokyo outfit, but when was this an option? I would love to know how to do that. I really have to just go down and like just, okay, hold on. Maybe I can like track these. So I can like remember to do them at some point. There. It's a specific mission, can't remember the name, but one where you set the frequency of some speakers. Oh, that one! You could sacrifice an ally during that? Okay. But you would need, okay, so one, you need to roll that mission, and remember which one it is. 2, you need to have an ally, and 3, you need to have the ritual knife. Granted, the occult shop makes at least one of those a lot easier, and there is also an ally, or character you can play as that starts with an ally for free. So I guess technically it wouldn't be as RNG heavy as you... What's going on over here? What's this? I just noticed this. Own both baseball bats. I don't know where the second one is. I only know where the one is. Defeat the Kinoko Gatherer without any weapon. Forget 5 spells with 1 playthrough. Defeat an enemy in 1 combat round. I was getting close to being able to do this with Miku just now. And 4, you need to do the side objective to get the information you need. Right. Gotcha. Yeah, I was very close to being able to kill Takahashi in 1 round with that knife. Do something, win your 7th playthrough. Dude, complete all achievements. There's still so many more backstories I have to finish with. Hail to the king, baby. As Mariko defeat an enemy with a working chainsaw. Well, if I just unlocked the fuel, then I guess we can do that. I have been trying. Like, this took a while to do, but this is the Junji Ito sparked event where you have to find out what something evil even is. Weird game, you seem to like it. I love this game. I love this game enough that I bought it on the Switch as a physical copy, and it does not play well on the Switch. It plays like shit on the Switch. You really need the mouse. And the joysticks just like, it feels very slow to play with the joysticks. So we actually don't have all the endings for Mermaid. Or that one. We do have the endings for those. Alright, got all those. How do I not have the first ending for this? It's literally the tutorial mission. I don't have the ending for that. Got both of those. So yeah, this was the Akamanto one. I fought him as a thing and as a man before. Oh, okay, so I did get the new ending for this. The ritual was the last ending, because I did the first 2 of them. So I guess by stabbing the ritual lady, I actually finally got the right ending for it. Still don't know how to get the other endings for this. The show must go on was me burning down his fucking art studio. I mean, I think this is the mission where you can get your roommate or your apartment friend. Never seen this one before. Never seen this one before. Rancid Ramen is probably the easiest mission because I think it's literally the only mission in the entire game where there isn't a forced combat encounter. You can still get combat, but it's not. There's no point in the entire mission where you have to fight something. Freakish Fable of a Frightening Flood. I'm missing this one. That's helpful. I don't even know what that one is. I literally don't know how to get ending B on this. I would have to look that up. And we never got this. So there's still missions I haven't even encountered yet. That's interesting. Yeah, I picked random, so I didn't want to fuddle around with it, so I just let it go. Endings Encyclopedia. Stamina loss? Oh, this is just the pictures. Okay, so if you die from stamina loss, if you die from reason loss, if Yolazith kills you, Goizo, the Hecatomb, the big spider lady, if you die to the scissor lady, if you get lost in the other world, some kind of sonic killing, like some sign of sonic vibration rots your brain. Hell yeah. Yeah, okay, so yeah, if you play as any of the default 5 characters and you win, this is the ending portrait you get. So this was getting Miku's specific ending, and I'm assuming a couple of these are for the other character-specific ones as well. I don't remember this one. I really do wish you could fucking see the images of the enemies, and like that would be my biggest thing, is like add more to this. I want to see the enemies and like look at the stuff. That boss is the one. Which boss? Oh, is that the one I was fighting? The fish-looking guy? Is that the ending I get for losing to him? Because I've never beaten him before. This was the first time I ever beat that one. So that would make sense that I didn't recognize that. Lots of events. We actually still don't have all the ends. Oh, interesting. Got a lot to go. Yeah, let's not click that button. I've done too much. So yeah, that's World of Horror. Sam, I definitely recommend picking it up. There's lots to do. As you can see, I played this for hours. Hours! And I still don't have everything. I recommend it. I love it. I would play it again. Make it your own. And if you figure out how to do any of the things that I didn't know how to do, tell me. I would love to know. But I have to go cook dinner. And then I'm gonna check in and see if Jimmy's actually woken up yet. And maybe we'll do Dave the Diver tonight, since it is the last day of June. And I would like to do one more stream of that before month's end. So we shall see. If not, I'm sure I'll figure something else out. To the people who only popped in for the first time today, I very much appreciate you hanging out and walking me through stuff. That was awesome. I would love to hang out with you guys again. As Miranda just posted, we do have a Discord channel. If you want to see more World of Horror, please just let me know. I would love to play more of it. But, you know, I kind of have to go with what I'm feeling as well as what people actually want to watch. So there is that. But yeah, I'm going to head off now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Aw, thank you, Alien. I appreciate that. And I will catch you guys all next time. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember that you're loved, that you matter. I probably should have done this before that, so I was that. And as always, you may now switch off the stream safely.